Okay, guys, going to grade the Atlanta Falcons draft from this year. Pick by pick, going to give each pick a grade and then give them an overall score. We're doing every team, so check out our profile for your team. They go and get Bijan Robinson with their first pick. And a lot of people will say they picked him too soon and a running back can't go that high and they don't need a running back, right? They have a pretty good running back room already in Atlanta. This is a good pick. He's a generational talent. You don't see running backs like him just come out of every draft. He's a generational talent. He's going to change their franchise, and he'll be the one consistent thing that Atlanta fans can rely on for the next few years. I compare him to like Saquon Barkley, but I think actually he does a lot of things better than Saquon. I'm really excited to see what this guy can do in the NFL. Really don't see a weakness in his game. Pass protection he has. Can catch the ball, can run routes. Obviously, he can run downhill, he can run side to side, he can make you miss, and he can run right through you. I'm giving this pick an A-. Now, with their next pick, what does every good running back need? What does every young quarterback need like they have in Atlanta? They need a good offensive line. And they go and get one of the better offensive linemen that were still available in the second round with this pick. I really like this pick. Solid. You got to build up front if you're going to be good in the back end. A lot of people had him going in the first round in their projections, so getting him at 38th overall I think is a steal for Atlanta. I think this is a really safe, solid pick. If you had any worries about the risk of taking a running back that high, there's no risk taking this guy here. Really solid pick. I'm giving this an A- as well. And in the third round, they go get Zach Harrison out of Ohio State. I like this player a lot. I think in college, he flashed signs of being really, really great. For the most part, was just very good in college. Definitely worth a third-round pick to see if he can take that next step and show the consistency that they're looking for out of him. But I really like this player. I'm going to give this a B. Now, Clark Phillips in the fourth round is one of the steals of the draft, one of the best steals of the draft. I had him as like a top 3 or 4 corner in the draft, period. And I don't look at projections or any of that stuff. Like if you just watch his tape and you compare it to the other defensive backs tape, this guy can flat out play with the best of them in this year's class. He's great pressing. He can get his hand on the ball and break up passes. He's great at intercepting the ball and jumping routes and reading quarterbacks. This guy does everything that you want out of a defensive back. Did it for several years at Utah. Incredibly consistent, incredibly tough. I can't believe he fell this far down, and I don't know why, but people are going to regret not taking him sooner, and the Falcons are going to love the fact that they got him this late. I'm giving this pick an A. And then they had back-to-back picks in the last round. They get DeMarco Hellams out of Alabama. Good player. Didn't really exceed his expectations that people have for him at Alabama, so I think that's why he fell in the draft. But there's definitely a lot of upside here, getting him this late. I'm going to give this a B. And then they go get another offensive lineman in the 7th round, which I like, and I'm going to give that a B-. And overall, in a time where Atlanta's rebuilding, I think they drafted well. They got some really, really good players late, and they got their guy Bijan Robinson. I'm going to give them an overall B-.